Seth Rollins, the fifth man, standing with Roman Reigns at War Games. No, he ain't, because that fifth man spot will be going to one Second City Saint.
Here we go. Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. Do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door, ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. Before you head out, drop a comment. If you are one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. Speaking of social media, is links down below. Instagram and X, you can check me out there. Also, check out that link to the Joker Voice merch store. Okay, Survivor Series is a week and a half away with a lot of questions still unanswered. A couple matches still need to be determined. And one big looming question is who will join Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn to face Solo Sikoa and his bloodline inside War Games. Well, after a week of really bad ideas, one has come out that makes actually a whole lot of sense. Let's look into it.
Here we go. Here we go.
So, this past Monday on Raw, we did get some answers as it pertains to Survivor Series, primarily with the women's War Games match. Now, the question was, just as is with the men's, who was going to be that fifth team member for the babyface side? That being Bianca Belair, Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Io Sky. Well, shocking to nobody, out comes Rhea Ripley, wearing a protective face shield to protect that right orbital bone that she cracked delivering a headbutt a few weeks ago. So what does she do? She enters the ring, screams War Games at Liv Morgan, and proceeds to knock Liv Morgan down with a headbutt.
Sure. Why not?
This feud cannot end fast enough. I'm just saying. We also got a backstage segment with The Miz and Karrion Kross, both of them gloating about how they lured Uncle Howdy and the Wyatts back onto TV, only to attack them. Uncle Howdy responded with his own video response later on during the show. I'm not going to lie, this is the most interesting the Final Testament has been since they first became a group. Now, these two factions are definitely going to be clashing soon, and I assume a lot of other WWE fans would like to see a traditional Survivor Series elimination match between the Final Testament with The Miz versus the Wyatt Six.
Absolutely.
Now we move on to the big question. When it comes to the men's War Games match, who will be the fifth man for both sides? Well, last Friday, Solo Sikoa found his fifth man in the form of Big Bronson Reed in an awesome television spot, delivering a tsunami to Roman Reigns. Now, the natural first reaction is to think Bronson Reed's on one side, Seth Rollins, who he's in a feud with, would be working with the Roman Reigns' side. However, also on Raw this week in a backstage segment, Sami and the Usos approached Seth Rollins. Sami talked about putting aside their differences and even pointed out that last year for War Games, Seth stood with Sammy and Jay, who were previously with the bloodline, and even put aside his differences with Cody Rhodes to stand for a greater good, just saying to do it again. Seth Rollins then said he'd never, under any circumstance, stand side by side with Roman Reigns, even if that meant getting his hands on Bronson Reed within the War Game structure. It's just not worth it. WWE just told you Seth is not the fifth man. This is where we enter CM Punk. And I can hear it just now. That makes no sense. You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Now, we need to ask three questions: why, how, and what's next? Well, the first question is easy: why? Roman Reigns needs a fifth man. And don't forget that CM Punk made his return to the WWE at Survivor Series last year. So, of course, the company has big plans for him to be on the show this year.
Duh.
Next is how. How does CM Punk get involved with this storyline when he's never interacted with the bloodline? Well, about that. I'm going to go back to June 21st, and I need to give credit to JD from New York. I've been thinking about this, but I hadn't quite put it together yet. And on his show on Monday, he brought this up. Makes complete sense. June 21st, SmackDown in Chicago. CM Punk is doing a promo, and he is interrupted by Paul Heyman. Paul, in his final words to Punk during this promo, asks CM Punk to take him with him when he leaves. Paul Heyman is terrified of Solo Sikoa and the Tongans, Tamatanga and Tongaloa. Now, not long after that, with the addition of Jacob Fatu, Paul Heyman is attacked and put through the announce table on SmackDown. So the how is not because Punk has any love for Roman Reigns, far from it. Solo and his crew put their hands on his best friend. They put their hands on Paul Heyman. That is a line that they should not have crossed.
Shit just got real.
Now that that's all figured out, what's next? Well, again, looking back at last year's Survivor Series, Seth Rollins was not too happy about the return to the WWE of CM Punk. So, hypothetically, let's say Roman's bloodline comes out victorious in the match with CM Punk. Their hands are raised. This is the spot, the fifth man, the most important person in this entire match, that Seth Rollins turned down twice. It's going to make Seth look very petty, very small. This is going to eat at him. Might lead to a possible heel turn. And this will lead to a program with Rollins and Punk leading to WrestleMania 41. The match we were supposed to get at WrestleMania 40 couldn't due to injury. This time, with no title on the line, just egos. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk.
Perfection.
But then again, this is just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to check me out tonight with me and the guys for Wednesday Night is Overbooked. And also, check me out tomorrow night over with Roman of the Empire for a Friends giving stream. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. And I will see you folks all very soon. Hope you're having a great week. Have a wonderful rest of the week ahead of you. And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.
I'd say you better subscribe.